Slept great last night. Very, very quiet, very peaceful. It's a really, really nice setup there. The only issue that I'm experiencing there is the cell service keeps rotating in and out of service. So throughout the night, I kept going from cell service to satellite messaging only. I know that that's, not, a big deal breaker, but for me, I would prefer to have, if I'm going to be staying someplace for several days at a time, I do need cell service for several reasons. So what I'm going to do is I'm currently traveling to the other campground that has a vault toilet. The only difference is it doesn't have, any water. But what I can do is, of course, I've got my 5-gallon with me. I can always come back to this site, in the middle of the week, and if I need to, or, the beginning of next week, and fill up my 5-gallon jug using the spigot and then going back over to the other site. So I'm driving there now. It's about a 20-minute drive. So I'll go ahead. When I get there, I'll let you know. All right. Easy drive. It's right off of a paved road. They have a fire tower, which it's probably locked. Oh wow, they got stone tables here, and I think that's the pit toilet. But let me see. Well, let me just see what the internet. Wow, wait, this looks great. Oh, and it's really not that busy here. All right, let me park and we'll see what I can see. Okay, I pulled in real quickly to one of the parking areas. So basically, you're allowed to camp here as long as you're at a numbered site. I'm at a site right now. I am going to drive down the road just to kind of see what the other sites. Right now, it seems that the cell service here is stable. That was the problem I was having in the other area, is that it was not stable at all. I just need some kind of connection rather than, once again, I can use the satellite communicator, which is, I even used it last night as the cell service would keep coming in and out and in and out, at which I'd rather not deal with that. I'd rather have to now just deal with that I need to get water from time to time. The pit toilet's right over here, but I do want to drive down this road, and I will go ahead and I will get back with you if I find anything different. So I'm currently deciding between the site. This is site 4. I'm over at site 3. This area, I mean, it's beautiful. And here it's, once again, they've got these concrete benches, the picnic tables, which is very, very nice. Once again, the pit toilet, the vault toilet is right over there. The only thing that I'm deciding between the two, this is a cleaner site than the other site. I can just clean it up and tidy it up myself. But you can see over there, there's less tree cover for better chance for solar, because once again, if I'm going to be staying here, I'd rather not be driving the vehicle. I have the DC to DC charger, which I can always, if I need to, but I'd rather deploy the solar. And if I'm over there in this side, I'll show you. I'll walk over here real quickly. It's about 45 degrees this morning. It's going to warm up. They say it's going to be a little bit extra warm. The only thing that I am noticing the difference between the two sites is that there are a lot less vehicles. Now, I don't know if people have already left for the morning. Maybe they're, going to work or something. But here you can see here, I've got a lot of open, so I can definitely deploy the solar. But right now, from what I am seeing, the cell service here is stable, but that's how it was at the other site too. And then literally within a half an hour, it was like off and on, off and on. So I'm gonna go check the pit toilet out, and I will make a decision. Well, the cell service is holding up, so that's a good sign. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set up, and I'm going to have, it's a little, like I said, it's a little chilly this morning. It's like in the mid 40s. So I'm going to have some hot oatmeal. So I'm going to set up my rice cooker, put in some steel cut oatmeal, add a couple of spices to it, and I'll show you as I put it together. I know I've shown these in other videos, but once again, I just wanted to show in this side of the storage area. It's where I keep my cooking utensils. I have, you know, the rice cooker goes there. I have the crock pot. I have a personal blender. I did buy some new storage containers. They can hold like 5 pounds of flour. So there I keep my protein and the oatmeal, so when I want to cold soak. But once again, the house battery stays here, and I do have an extension cord that has all the plugs and everything over there. What's nice is that once you turn it on, then everything, you just control it from the mobile app, which is very, very convenient. Just real quickly, this is the outlet that I use. This is a one of those timers, but it's one of the more modern ones that you can actually, once again, this also connects Bluetooth. I can set it to turn on at a certain time, run for a certain amount of minutes, and turn itself off, or I can actually have it do like a countdown mode. So when I'm out, if I'm away from the van and I want to go ahead and say have a hot meal when I come back, that I can set this up for that. And once again, it's all controlled by a Bluetooth technology, and it's very, very convenient. I had a little organizational issue just a little while ago. I misplaced my steel cut oatmeal, which I now found it, and now I know exactly where it's where it's supposed to go. So instead, I'm having some just regular old-fashioned oats. The color is from the turmeric. I always try to put turmeric in most of the things, just because it's a natural anti-inflammatory. And I try to do that just, to help with the stiffness and everything. The only other piece about this location is that I am off of, it seems like, a regular used road. So I do hear vehicles from time to time. The other place was more secluded. The payoff is as though, once again, the cell service was just too spotty for me to feel comfortable. Later on, I'll show you this. This site is a little haggard. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll probably wind up cleaning it up. And also, I do want to take a run over to there's a Dollar General that supposedly has a very, very nice grocery section. So I need to pick some things up. But I feel like this is going to be where I'm going to go ahead and stay for the next, at least for the next week or so. I'll see. Also, I do see some trails. I'll see what I can explore. It doesn't seem there's much over in the other area. Once again, there was a lot of forest roads that I could have walked down or anything, but I'll see what's around here. Another aspect of living in a vehicle, doing van life, as they call it, is the idea of minimalism. And I know I might have mentioned, which I probably have, I'm very much a minimalist. And that's one of the things too, is that once you start getting organized and you start appreciating that you can actually do a lot with less. And then when you have less, it's just easier on the mind, because you kind of know what you have, you know where everything is. If you live in a house or anything like that, they always talk about that, to minimize. If you start going into like this minimalist attitude, it just opens up spaces, it reduces the clutter, and especially when you're living in a vehicle, all your space is precious, and you definitely don't want to have so much stuff in your vehicle that you can't even sit there and get around your vehicle. So it's just a thought. So it's around 9:30 now. My plans are, I'm going to go down to the Dollar General, pick up just some groceries for the week. I do have a lot of stuff with me, a lot of dried food, canned food. I just want to see what they have. I wouldn't mind to have some fresh vegetables and some fresh fruit. Also, I'm still waiting for the sun to really to get, break through the trees. It seems the other site, the one that I showed you earlier, the one that's right beside me, that was a lot cleaner, but has a bigger canopy. It seems like the sun is getting into that site a little bit more than it is here. But once again, it's only 9:30, so I'm gonna go. I'll probably be gone for about an hour or so. I want to get some gasoline in just to top off the tank, which I always like to have a full tank of gas. And then I will come back and I will decide exactly where I'm going to place the van for the next few days. went to the Dollar General, very, very nice store, had a lot of, a lot of dry goods and those kind of things. Not that big of a selection for fruits and vegetables. And, being plant-based, if I can find another store that has more options, I'm going to go to the other store. So I am now going to, there is a Food Lion. It's about 15 minutes away. Not a big deal. I, turned on my DC to DC charger. So I'm topping off my battery as we speak. And I will go ahead and I will see what they have there. Back from the grocery store. I've already put the groceries away. I'll share some of those things later, especially like when I'm preparing for dinner. Also, I went around and cleaned everything up. It's a little warm out right now, probably 78, 70, something like that. I do have the vehicle somewhat in the sun. I know I could probably put it more in a shaded area, but once again, I put up the Reflectix to go ahead and to help keep the heat from really, getting the vehicle too warm. I also have both, the passenger door and the other. But also I wanted to talk about the fan that I'm using. I've seen in other videos from other people, from their van tours, and it's got the 30,000 milliamp battery in there. So I do plug in the fairy lights, and it comes with a nice little remote. So you can turn the speed up, you can set a timer to it. The way that it oscillates, you can either go 45 degrees or 90 degrees. And right now I've only got it on the second setting. So it does have a really, a very strong breeze to it. And it's comfortable enough. And another thing to help with, with the heat is, as the sun was moving, like I said, I already have the Reflectix up, but I just, as I mentioned in the new gear, so I'm now using the new windshield, the shade cover. So that's definitely going to go ahead and help keep the van a lot cooler. All right, kind of finishing up the day. I'm going to start making my dinner pretty soon. Just to talk about the heat situation today. It did get up to 78. The van got warmer than that. I did have the van parked a little too much in the sun, so I moved it. As you can see, I've moved it to a more shaded area. And then it got reasonable. I kept, opening up both side doors, getting good ventilation from time to time. It did let some flies in. So that's it. That's another thing I was kind of thinking about. Another piece that you really have to start getting comfortable with, especially in this lifestyle, is that when you're out boondocking in certain areas, you're going to have to deal with bugs. You're going to have to deal with, there's always going to be something. And so you have to just be able to I guess just relax and just take it for what it is. You don't want to make yourself miserable, but you definitely can't live too pampered either doing this kind of lifestyle. Yeah, it's not for people that are very delicate and sensitive, as they say. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll start putting dinner together, and I'll show you what I have. Putting dinner together, very basic. I got some of that. It's Light Life called Smart Bacon, just on tortilla, and you don't have to cook it because it's processed, but once again, just for quick, simple, and filling. And like I said, with some tortilla, and then like I said, I get the cabbage because it seems to or coleslaw mix, but it seems to last longer without refrigeration. Because once again, I'm buying stuff that I don't have a refrigerator, so this is what I do. All right. Okay, it's cooling off. It's getting close to sunset. I don't know. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go ahead, and I'm really not sure. And then, like I said, I mentioned earlier, I don't know if I'm going to record every single day. But like I said, when I see things, or if I come up with things, but then I got to figure a way to put it all together versus being like today, tomorrow. I did find, I was looking. I do think I found the next place I'd like to go before I get up to the foothills, and it'll put me in a good position. There is a cost, but it's only $5 a day plus a small it's once again, it's still with the National Forest. There's also it's the same kind of setup here. No water, but a vault toilet. So, and and from the reviews, it's very, very nice there. And I checked on the reservations.gov, and there's plenty of spaces open all into like next week. So I'm just going to watch the weather. Like I said, we'll see how the rain goes, and then we'll go ahead and we'll take it from there. Thanks again for stopping by.